Kayak Flyer here. We've got another fly. Let me show it to you. This is what we're going to be making. Don't know how well you can see that. A friend of mine sent me a photo of this, said he wanted some. I've made them with a couple of different dubbings, but he said he liked the one with the Fly Tires Dungeon NK brown trout dubbing, so we're going to make a couple with that. I also made some with some of the crawfish dubbing in rust brown, but he said he preferred the other, so we're going to make some of that. So what we've got, if you guys follow me at all, you know how much I just don't like barbless hooks. These weren't supposed to be barbless. No fly shop within 100 miles of here, so I wound up ordering these online. As I sometimes do. My wife had a shipment coming in from Amazon she was going to order, so I just threw some of these on there. I'm going to wind up getting these from the place in St. Louis that's a little bit closer, because I think they'll send me what I actually wanted. So what I've got is I've got a J20B Gamakatsu hook, and I have a copper, just regular copper slotted bead. I believe it's in 3.3 mil for the size 10 hook. And I'm going to zoom this in a little bit so you can see exactly what we're doing. Tell you what, this little Osmo is absolutely amazing. I'm just astounded by what we can do with this for our videos. It, of course, is a gimbal, so it does a really good job. I've got some, I didn't have any brown thread. I never tie anything this small. I always tie big streamers, but I found some brown Danville, I believe it's a 200 denier. Luckily, I have yet to break it. Now that I say that, I will, I'm sure. But the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to put a nice little thread wrap up here to secure that slotted bead and make our ramp. Now, when I saw the photo of this, I was like, yeah, that looks like it'll catch a trout. And then when I tied it, I was like, man, I really think that'll catch a trout. I would normally be using a rubber leg from Fly Tires, but the color that the guy wanted, I didn't have any of the barbed legs in. So I actually dug around in my fly box, and there was a regular fishing store that was going out of business, and they had some skirt jigs, and these just happen to be the barred color, and there, of course there's some green and white in there, but that happened to be just what he was looking for, so I'm just going to use those next time I order from Fly Tires Dungeon, because I do plan on making more of these. I'm definitely going to get some legs from the Mad Scientist to use, because his quality is just so much better. One thing about these, and I've noticed since I've tied about 4 of these, I guess, 4 I've tied. Oh, I tied more than that. The legs they do make a little bit of bulk. So you can do that in a couple of ways. You can lay them down so that the bulk's evenly distributed and then tie them back over. That's what I'm going to try to do on this one. Just because of how that bulk is. And my right bobbin, I've got it set down real low because of fear of breaking the thread on here. So if you guys don't have a right bobbin, head over to the Kayak Flyer podcast. We did an episode with the owner. Super great guy. These bobbins are actually assembled in a sheltered workshop. So he has folks that really need that income, and it all stays right there locally in his community. And those folks at that sheltered workshop really get a lot of just value from having somebody that will allow them to assemble these and put them together, and it allows him to not charge as much and keep them right here in the United States, 100% American made. So I just thought that was a really good deal. Now, I'm too cheap to buy dubbing wax, and my ears are out of earwax, so I have picked up some just regular beeswax and I just heat that up. I just run it right along there, and it seems to work just fine. Anytime you can pick something up, I know some guys use bowstring wax. Some people use earwax. I guess they're not going to be tying a whole lot, or they wear headphones a lot, which when you think about it, it's kind of gross to be using earwax, but if it works, it works, and I guess it doesn't have much of a smell to it. So, but he said he liked this NK dubbing on there. And the color of it, I would agree. The color of it is absolutely great. And when this is wet, I don't think it's going to flare up too much, but it should make it look just a bit buggier. And of course, everything you get from Fly Tyers Dungeon is quality. I really was skeptical whenever I first heard about them. I looked and I said, how can they make something with that price point and it be good? And I was absolutely amazed. Have wound up becoming friends with the mad scientist. He's been on the podcast as well. Great guy. Seems to really understand fishing, knows what fish want, and understands the idea of being able to have a product that everybody can enjoy tying. You don't have to have the world's greatest and most expensive of anything. And right there, that's the fly. That's all there is to it. It's your slotted copper head, your J20 Gamakatsu hook, preferably barbed, like for me. Some people want them barbless. Usually 4 legs. This one has 3, and just some NK dubbing, and that's all there is to it. Guys, check out the Kayak Flyer podcast. You can watch other videos that we've made. We've got a vlog that we have been doing a little bit. Haven't been as much on it lately as we need to be. But go ahead and check us out, Kayak Flyer podcast. You can download it anywhere you listen to podcasts. Have a great day.